magistrate. It's a little.
Oh yeah.
It's a little difficult when you're traveling.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
and
love
I was just
that he
saying,
has
like,
the name or the title of magistrate.
The title of magistrate, yeah. It's pretty good. That is a pretty good title to have.
It's like, your dad's a magistrate.
A magistrate. I
Not
should have been
the-
saying that my whole life
Not
instead
even
of
like
judge.
just the judge, but like the magistrate.
The magistrate.
Well, like, he wasn't a magistrate until like after being a judge, right? 'Cause that's different. Being a judge and a magistrate, two different things.
I mean, I think that it's because like that he was in the administrative branch, not the judiciary branch. Which I know seems weird. Seems like why would that be the case? It's because his job was connected with the Department of Corrections, which falls under like administrative or like executive, branch. But
Business, yeah. So like the point being, like, it's really good when you need like a meticulous detail checking.
Yeah,
like, person
absolutely.
like that. It gets a little harder when you're traveling with them.
Right.
Because
and like,
I mean, like, it's good because admittedly he caught a couple things that like I didn't think about for a second.
Yeah.
Which is good. But yeah, it was very time consuming.
It can be a lot, yeah. And like understandably, he thinks a lot too about food and what food we're gonna have access to, and making sure that there's enough food and enough snacks.
Which is
'cause
really
he has
thoughtful.
diabetes,
and
so like
it's really good because like then you just have food on you at all times, and then if you get hungry, like you can eat
like,
it, and then you
it's
don't
a
have to stop.
necessity for him, so it's like really, important. But when we're already like half an hour late, and he's like, "Do you want me to make a sandwich for you?" It's like, I would rather we just get there. We have other sandwiches and food in the car. I'd rather we just kind of hit the road. But I appreciate all he does. I don't know if he's ever going to do an international trip again.
Yeah,
so I'm glad we got him to do this one.
First intercontinental, probably.
Yeah.
He might still go to Canada again.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think he's interested in going to Lithuania, which is a bit of a bummer, but also I get it. Yeah. Yeah, so I talked all about the family on the Ireland trip and not at all about what we actually did. But
Isn't that really what the trip was about, though? Like,
it kind of is. And like the big thing was making sure my mom got to do what she wanted to do, and her big things were meeting up with her cousins, visiting the grave sites of her grandparents and her godparents. And we did those things. So everything other than that was just a big plus. And I think that's part of the reason she was just like so happy the whole trip, and like somewhat oblivious to like interpersonal conflicts that may have been happening at the time. That happens when you have a family of 6 plus significant others all in one all under one roof.
All under one roof in 2 cars.
Ay ay ay.
It's like we were forming a little alliances.
You and I were definitely in an alliance with my sister and their boyfriend.
Oh yeah.
100%. 100%. Unless they were playing us.
I don't think they would. They're not the type to do so.
I don't think so either.
Maybe Ethan, but like Ethan is obviously good at games, so like he would know that it makes sense to not do that if
like it made sense to work with each other. Yeah,
because I mean, they in theory the 2 of them could have worked with the other 5 or whatever is going on over on that side, or this bit.
Okay, we can stop the bit. We can stop the bit.
Yeah, I don't want to imply anything about
no
anything or anyone.
Nah.
Ooh, we got a fishing minigame.
Fishing minigame! Okami has a fishing minigame. Confirmed. Fuck yeah.
Okay, so draw a line out to the fish, left and stick to right and stick. If you pull too hard, the thing will go in the bad. Don't overdo it. When you pulled the fish, push that button and power slash it. Okay. Yeah, you did. Here we
Careful
go.
now, kid. Boy.
Oh, hi, Winnie. Aw.
She's sitting on the chair that's in our little corner near my desk.
Oh,
She just slow blinked at me.
oh, Winnie.
Mm.
We love a
She's
good
all
Winnie.
comfy. We love a good Winnie.
What? Okay. This fishing minigame is tricky. Here we go, let's try it again. Oh, wait. Oh, I see. I see.
You want to know a fishing minigame that's really tricky?
Yes.
Stardew fucking Valley.
Stardew Valley fishing minigame is difficult.
Yeah, it's very difficult. I mean, it depends on which fish you hook, but it's, I've gotten better at it, but especially like on the Switch, I'm not too good. Sheep, you gotta teach me your secrets for like becoming good at Stardew fishing. Cause yeah, it's so hard.
Let's go, I got a crab!
You got a big one!
I got a crab! A river
You
crab!
caught river crab.
I hate the Stardew Fishing Valley minigame. Why? Why? Explain.
Because there's a little green bar that moves up and down that you have to keep your actually let me pull up an image of it so that I can actually describe it correctly.
This fishing minigame rules, by the way, now that I get the hang of it.
Oh hell yeah.
You're
doing great.
Fishing There's the big one!
Oh. Yeah, so in Stardew Valley, basically, there's like this little green bar that goes up and down, sort of like a bobber in the water, and there's a little fish icon, and you control the little green, I'm gonna
I got
I'm
the
gonna
giant
put an image in
salmon.
Okami. Flip yeah.
So I went to type my response and accidentally hit my keyboard so aggressively that I gross clone. Very nice.
You're good.
Great work. 10 out of 10.
I respect that. I respect that.
Would absolutely recommend you do that again, because the dude's coughing up a lung.
Oh yeah, I do gotta do I gotta get an anti-bounce thing. Cause like this little like green bar, you control it, and like on Switch, you hold A to make it go up and you release it to make it go down, but it bounces. So when it like hits the bottom, it'll bounce back up, and so then the fish moves all over. It doesn't just like consistently float up. It goes up and down and up and down, and you gotta try to keep the fish in the little green bar, and when it bounces, it's just I'll show you. I'll show you after stream. It's
Oh fuck.
real frustrating.
Yeah, that does sound frustrating though, especially with like the way that it just doesn't seem very responsive.
Yeah, and like the more difficult the fish, the more it's gonna move, and the smaller your little green bar is gonna be.
The bigger the fish.
So, and you have to keep the fish. You have to keep the green bar on the fish for like a certain amount of time. Like there's a timer, and you have to like keep it consistently in the green bar, and it's just ugh. Anyways,
Sorry, I thought of something really dumb as you were talking.
what? No, say it. What'd you think of?
It's very dumb.
That's okay.
I just need to preface
unless it's too dumb for stream.
The bigger they shit, the harder they fart. Like, so true, right?
That is true.
Yeah, sorry, that stupid things cross my mind at times. I'm also out of water, so I'm probably gonna go get that once we warped this cutscene voltage. Yeah,
Fair.
yeah, okay, I know, I know. I should probably just go take a breather, like, do a lap for that one, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's enters these ruins for, like, ages. Just think about it. There was so much shit in there. Alright, I'm gonna get water. Like, give me 30 seconds.
Yay.
Hello,
Oh.
Twitch.tv. It is I, the great background voltage.
And that's you. I can still hear his voice. It's like he's still with us, even though he's gone. Sometimes it's like he's still here.
Fucking left.
He never truly goes away. Even if you wanted him to. He'll be there.
That's the thing about me, Chi-Chat. I'm invincible. I'm never going away. The ghost of me will live on the internet through my VODs and through your memories of watching me, okay? So, next time you think about dunking on me on the street, think again, Buster.
Not Buster. Think again, Buster. We need to bring that back.
Again, Buster.
We need to bring that back.
Poindexter. It's really weird because I can hear myself in my ear and talking.
Yeah.
But there's like a half
delay.
delay, so I want to listen to what I sound like.
Welcome to me every time I watch your stream and I'm not in the call.
Bro, that's pain.
Yeah. Your brother experienced it too when he was visiting and he was like, damn, that's crazy. You really do this all you watch these streams even though you have that little annoying delay? I'm like, yeah, I do. Damn, girl, you stream like this?
Damn, bitch, you stream like this?
Whew. Couldn't be me.
Buster.
Listen here, Buster.
Listen here, Buster.
Old buddy, old pal.
Old friend of mine. No. But yeah, the trip to Ireland was good because it had been a little bit since I went to another continent. Because I am... Well, oh wait, that's not true. Before the conferences, right?
Yeah.
I did get to do a study abroad. I was very fortunate to do so.
Yeah.
And I did it in Hangzhou in China in like 2018. And I was just in China in 2018. It was fun and good. I was very fortunate, very lucky to say I was able to do so. Realized not everyone's able to do that, so I realized that I'm very in that regard. Anyway, so I went, and like, you know, we had class Monday through Thursday, and then we'd travel Friday, Saturday, or we had class Monday through Friday, but they'd end class on Friday early. Like every day, class ended at noon, basically.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, we had 2 classes, so they were like 2 hours long every day.
Yeah.
So 4 hours of classes from like 8 to noon, and then the rest of the day we had off. And so like, if we ended class a little early on Friday, because the professors also wanted to travel in China,
Fair.
then like we would go places. And I'm not playing because I'm eating this thing because I'm hungry.
That's fair. You didn't have dinner, so.
Yeah,
Or you did, I guess, but it was kind of small.
I reheated pizza using the pan and water technique. 10 out of 10, would recommend.
Yeah.
But like, you know, I didn't really stay in Hangzhou at all in my time abroad. I think maybe except the last weekend, like we had sort of an extended weekend. And so I was like, you know what? I want to explore Hangzhou just a little bit by the end of it.
Yeah.
So like, I was always traveling. And they told us too, like, you can go out to like restaurants, but like you shouldn't go out to bars because it might be legal here for 18-year-olds. You shouldn't go there because you're American citizens and you're breaking the law in America. Which like, look, I'm not gonna argue the legal precedence of that because like,
yeah.
I'm not a lawyer. But that, of course, did not stop us from going to sports bars because the World Cup was happening.
Oh yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
we were there. World Cup, we go to a sports bar. There was a girl in our group from Argentina, and there were people at the bar from France when Argentina played France in like the round of 16. And they were feuding, like really actually feuding. It was kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Uh-oh.
and like, we would go there and, you know, you drink and do whatever. Like, you're 18, 19, 20. I think all of us were either 19 or 20. I think there was one person who turned 21 there. Like,
Nice.
but, you know, we went out and partied.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna deny it. We went out to a few nightclubs. I had my clubbing era.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I've heard a couple
I went
stories
clubbing in cargo
of the
shorts.
clubbing era. Yeah, yeah. Good times,
I
by the
cannot
sound of
believe
it.
I got into a club in Shanghai in cargo shorts. Like, I cannot believe that happened. I am
That's
like the
just how
only one
powerful
just
you are,
dressed
babe.
like no fashion sense. No fashion sense whatsoever. Like, I don't.
Cargo shorts and the fake Yeezys.
Well, the Feezies, like, everyone had Feezies. Let's be real.
Okay.
No
fair,
one's Yeezys are real.
Sure, that's fair.
At least no
That's
one
very
that I
fair.
would ever meet would have real Yeezys.
Yeah, yeah.
But, like,
Fair enough.
oh, big man, Suta ruins. Yeah, but I also had my clubbing era. It was good in the sense that, like, I'm a foreigner and I am Caucasian, which is novel
Yeah.
to people in China. And as a result, I was afforded a lot of privileges because I was a foreigner. This
That is fair.
included being scouted at the sports bar that we went to, coming over and saying, "Hey, who wants to go out clubbing? I can get you in for free," from a little dude named Johnny in a tuxedo.
Johnny.
He was like from Eastern Europe or something, but he like had a really high-pitched voice. He's like, "Hey dudes, I can get you into a club. Do you want to go into a club?" It was a Wednesday night, you know, like
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday night. What are you gonna do on a Wednesday night when you're out at a sports bar? Club promoter offers to get you in for free, like, you tell me, right?
Yeah,
So of course we're gonna
Seems
go
like
out
a
on a
no-brainer.
Wednesday night. Of course.
Yeah. absolutely.
Like, we
You gotta.
DM'd the group chat on WeChat because we had WeChat.
Oh
'cause
yeah.
that's
Yep.
the only one that works. And
Yeah.
we said, "Hey, I got free into a club. Who wants to come?" And like, of the 16 people in our group, I think 10 people went out that night.
Nice. That honestly, that does sound really fun. Like,
And they all like got dressed up and went sort of in stages, right? And
sure. You don't want to overwhelm them with everyone at once.
well, mainly to get taxis, you know.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
I
so
see, I
like we
see.
all
It was
got
a logistics
in.
thing.
So excuse me, that was leaving. Getting there, we all went at the same time because I was the point of contact with Johnny, the club promoter, and I told him, yeah, I have 10 people coming to the club tonight. And he's like, that's great, they all get in for free. And I was like, that's great, everyone, we all get in for free, can you believe that? And I was like the cool dude in the moment, because like, dude, I was the one that got
Yeah.
them all into the
You
club
had the
for free.
hookup, you had the
with free
connection.
drinks, like free bottles of like Grey Goose or
Yeah, that's
Jameson,
pretty,
basically.
That's pretty sweet.
And like it was legit stuff too. Like it actually was real.
Yeah.
And like, cause I've had fake Grey Goose before, and you can really tell when it's fake. But I'm like, great! Like there's 10 of us, there's like 12 of us, there's however many of us I said there was. Cause like, I don't remember if it was 10 or 12, but like enough people were there where it was
Yeah.
like, whoa, that's a big number of foreigners. That's a big number of
Yeah.
Americans. And they were like, yeah, you can come in, you get free drinks. We'll let you right up near the front. It'll be great. And we were like, yeah, let's do that. So of course, we go in and like it's like they say. Like I meet Johnny. Johnny lets everyone in, and then like we get our table. Everyone's drinking and everything like and whatnot. And, like, everyone's kind of getting towards the front. Who wants to be toward the front? And, like, you know, I don't mind being toward the front. Because, like, towards the front is where the party's at, dude.
Sure. It's where it's popping. It's where things are happening.
And so, like, I realize... Because Johnny also added me to the chat for his regulars. Like, in this, like, the regulars people. Like, because I took him up on another time as well. And so... It's like near the end of the program, and I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, let's see what the H-Links are people doing for one more time. This is like, the club was H-Links in Hangzhou. Doxing them, I guess.
No, it's a shout out. It's free promo.
I'll tell you about free promo.
Oh, boy. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Because I got added to the regulars, and they were having... And then Johnny, one day near the end of the summer, posted a video that's like, hey everyone, look at our new promo, tell all your friends, share with all your friends. And wouldn't you know, of all the people in the front row, our group is on display. We got in for free and were used as promotional null material for a club in China.
You know?
Like...
Sometimes it's like that.
My head is not, I'm not facing the camera, let's put it this way. But you can, like, very clearly identify, like, 4 to 5 members of our group. Just right there.
God.
Full frontal focus there. And it's just like, oh no! We're fucked if this gets back to the States!
Yeah.
So, that, folks... is why I got let into clubs for free. Free promotional material. So, keep that in mind, I guess.
Yeah. Absolutely. Let that be a cautionary tale.
Make sure you know what you're getting into. If they offer you something for free, you know what? There might be a little bit more to it.
Yeah, there might be something in it for themselves.
But that said, I did go to the club multiple times. I did go to H-Links, like, 4 times while I was there. Like, I was not going crazy because I was also leaving the city, like, every single weekend.
Right,
But,
right.
like, the fact that I went 4 times means that I went on a weeknight.
Yeah. Yeah. You went on a Wednesday night.
I went out on a Wednesday night. Like, I went out on a Wednesday night when I was in China.
I rarely, if ever, even in college, went out on a Wednesday night, but you did that.
I did.
You did that.
Like, one night,
That's
I was
pretty
just
cool.
out until 4 a.m., basically.
Oh, wow.
We all went out as a group because this was on a Thursday into a Friday.
Sure.
So, like, you know, the promotional stuff on Thursdays and whatever. Like,
Yeah.
so we were out, and, like, we all got really dressed up, and one girl had a little too much baijiu, which is the white rice wine.
Yep.
Which is bitter and disgusting and super strong, and I recommend you try it once in your life. It's like drinking rubbing alcohol.
Yeah.
But she had a little too much of that, so
I've
like...
not had it, but I do know it from a Korean rap song that talks about what those shots of baijiu do.
They fuck you up.
Yeah, I believe it.
And so, like, she had a little too much of that, so when we went to H-Links... Oh, this is fucking weird. She was standing on an elevated surface as people like her often do.
Yeah. As people do.
Okay, let's figure out how to fight this boy. Oh, wait, I think I have an idea. You have to return the shots back at him. Probably.
Perhaps.
Maybe. Let's figure this out first, and then I'll continue the story.
Oh, yeah. This actually might be a good time too. I do have to use the bathroom.
Yeah, go for it.
Would it be okay if I just real
Yep,
quick? Okay.
no worries.
BRB.
Go piss, girl. That counted as a circle? Okay. These monsters kind of are clever. I like the puzzleness of the enemy. But like, you know, I was out at clubs when I was 19. Clubs in China. I was out at clubs in China. And you know, they do a lot of funny things at clubs in China. They play a lot of silly songs. They played, you know, Snoop mixed with like some other thing. But they had like some mashups where like on the screen they actually put like some weird fucking things that like in America you don't see. I think it was like Hello Kitty doing like the YMCA kind of thing. I don't really know. I was kind of drunk at the time. And so it just was a very unique experience that I don't think many people have experienced in their life or will experience in their lifetime. I have some photos of it. I just remember like any time I went there, my ears would be ringing for the next like day and a half. I gotta, there's 2 of them now. My ears would always be ringing after going to the club, which, like, I guess is how it normally goes when you go to the club. So, still, like, that's probably about the only time I really went clubbing in my lifetime. But when I did, the density of times I went clubbing is absurd. Like, to say that I went just, like, every so often is a lie. I would go any weekend I could. Who am I? I don't know who I am. That person is gone, by the way. They died in the great doxing of 2018. That's how it goes, though. Hey, yeah, this is pretty good. So, like, the night that we went out on that, as like a group of 12, a different night. We went another night, actually, if you can believe that. Oh, sunshine. We'll park them right up. Nice raw sunshine.
Okay, I'm back, but I didn't miss a thing because
No,
I
you
could
didn't.
hear everything you were saying in the bathroom.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, on that night that we went there, a bunch of us left in groups because it was either Baijo, like, she was on an elevated surface and fell and hit her head, so she had to get, like,
Ooh.
she had to go home, basically.
Yeah.
Which, like, you know what? For the best. And then there was a group that left at 2, and then there was a group that left at 4, and that was me. I stayed out till 4 a.m. on a Wednesday night, and we had class at 8 a.m. that because the instructor for the course of the second half of the course tore his bicep, requiring
Ooh.
surgery, meaning that he didn't
Ooh.
come to the United States to teach. Because he wasn't there for that, that meant we had to be on, like, Blackboard Connect at 8 a.m. For him, that was, like, 8 p.m. or 9 p.m., and then he taught
yeah.
for 2 hours.
Oh my god.
Like, dang, dude, that sucks. It ended up meaning that I didn't have to leave my bed until 10 a.m.
Nice.
and just be
Winnie. Sorry.
and just be really hungover for like as long as I could feasibly pass, you know, like.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't go to
Oh,
class
man.
hungover like ever. I'm a little
Yeah.
goody two shoes nerd who goes to school to learn. But like, I was hungover in class that day, and as were like 7 other people, like basically anyone that stayed out past midnight, basically, were all hungover. They were all hungover, and the thermodynamics teacher. We're in thermodynamics lecture at 10 a.m. and we're all just so hungover. Our professor's like, you guys are a little tired. Well, that's too bad. Like
That's too bad.
The dude is like had a permanent soft guy smile on his face, like, oh
yeah.
That's great. Like I'm like a genuine nice dude, but like doesn't get very wholesome guy. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, it didn't click with him.
Old-fashioned.
Why?
That's the way to put it. Like old-fashioned good boy. Like
sure.
Like old-fashioned little. Hold on. Achoo! Oh, Isun. Isun, you fool.
You fool.
Why, you little fool? So yeah, we were hungover in thermodynamics, and like one of the... Oh, shit. The thermodynamics person was like, oh, that's too bad. Today's gonna be kind of hard if you can't really follow it.
Uh-oh.
I'm just kidding, that's a joke, but... You know? Like you're saying, wow, you guys must have not been getting much sleep lately. I know, it was hot last night, but... Like, unaware that we're all just
that
hungover.
Everyone's hungover, yeah. Wholesome.
Definitely a little like, oh, dude. I hope you're either being sarcastic or not being sarcastic. Cause like, oh.
Yeah.
Well, I just fell really far.
Uh-oh.
That's why I was like, oh.
Sorry, I was looking down because, okay, Winnie is now gone. She's away, but
okay.
She was trying to mess up my keyboard.
Your keyboard?
Mm-hmm.
My keyboard. Yeah, so, and then at one point during the lecture, one of my classmates, she just got up, walked out of the classroom, and was gone for like 20 minutes.
Oh.
She was just yakking up a storm
I
in the
was
bathroom.
gonna say, I have a feeling she was really going through something there.
Yeah, she was going through it. Which, like, you know, understandable. That tends to happen.
Yeah. Yep. Better that she did it in the bathroom than in the lecture hall, so, you know.
Yep. And she
That's
just said,
a plus.
oh, fuck. Who the fuck? Blockhead?
Blockhead? I love those silly villains who tell you their weakness by saying that they'd never tell you their weakness.
Alright.
But I wouldn't be foolish enough.
Okay. This is a really cool idea for a puzzle.
Yeah.
I like this. And that's the inspiration behind Stack Attack, actually. Like
Oh,
the
really?
Pokemon, yeah.
Hmm.
There's like the myth in Japan about like those gates that like are impenetrable unless struck in just the right spot.
Oh. That's really cool. I like that.
I like that to grab it, you just go. I'm just making my way through. I ain't no better.
You're just doing your thing, living your life.
Living my thing. Yeah, so like
Living your thing.
ultimately my study abroad process, like there were a lot of things I was able to take away from it, and I had fun with it, and I didn't feel like anything was bad, partially because I did take it over the summer. So
Sure.
like
That was kind of nice, yeah.
yeah, because I was able to take it over the summer, I didn't lose a semester necessarily, but I did sort of, like, I didn't have that summer to, like, do a work internship if I wanted to. But, like, I still was able to, you know, put that on my resume and then, like, talk about it with, like, my advisor who grew up in Beijing.
I was gonna say, yeah, like that ended up being, an asset to you.
Yeah.
Be able to talk to him about
It
that.
made me a more sociable
that-
person.
Yeah. Makes you a more worldly person.
Broadens my horizon. But
Absolutely.
I didn't think like I was wasting my time necessarily. I didn't feel like people were getting ahead of me, I was on this like trip, on this like adventure that like not many people get to do. Like UW just had an opportunity for students to go to China for a summer, which like you would do if you get the opportunity to do it, you do it, right? Like,
Yeah.
I should hardly venture a guess as to why you would hesitate.
I won't hesitate. Sorry, I shouldn't swear.
I won't hesitate. You can swear.
I guess I can. I've sworn many times before on your stream. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm like, uh-oh.
Censor time.
I better not.
Your voice might get canceled.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, so like, that was my study abroad. I felt pretty good about it. And like, there's that. And then like, I've also been to Florence in Italy, which I thought that was a really nice city.
Yeah.
My only gripe was that it threw me off that like nothing grew in the streets and it felt a little claustrophobic. But like,
sure.
if that's it, that's it, like, I understand why it might be not everyone's cup of tea all the time, just of how dense it is, but like, still very neat.
Yeah.
And like, it felt like there were just all these things I could be doing, if I wanted to. And like, as an American, like, yeah, sure, because I didn't speak Italian, I wasn't like, going to have the greatest time, because like, let's be real, Italians don't like it when you can't speak Italian. I've experienced this firsthand.
I get that. But still, you were able to enjoy the city and explore and like,
I felt like
have a
my
good
time
time.
spent in Florence was well spent.
well,
And my study abroad experience was well spent. And unfortunately, I guess that's not the same for everyone who
I guess
goes on a
not
study abroad
everyone.
or goes to Florence, or perhaps both at the same time. Because we found an article on
this fucking
Insider
article.
about a girl who did a NYU journalism student who did a study abroad in Florence. And she was like, I hated it. It was the worst thing I did in my life. It ruined my career. I feel like I fell behind and I had no fun. And I had to share an apartment with 7 other people who all went traveling on the weekend. So it got really lonely, but also I hated these people because they had no morals, because they were more obsessed with going out to like Ibiza to do drugs or something of that nature, while I wanted to find like a beautiful Italian man to call me Bela or whatever. Fuck!
I cringed so hard reading that because she
Imagine
literally
gelato
says,
dripping down my fingers. Like,
I imagined
come now.
fun potluck dinners with my roommates, summer flings with people who called me Bella, gelato
Sorry, I
that dripped
speak
down my
Spanish.
fingers in the heat. Like, oh my god.
How fucking
Like, no
pretentious.
hate to this person,
Absolute.
but like,
Oh,
what the
man.
hell?
So it ended up. It's just sort of she was like, they all left me, but I also didn't like them. They had no morals.
Right, like,
But also they wouldn't hang out with me, but also the classes were all asynchronous. So it's like, okay.
yeah. And like, I just,
Miss me with that bullshit.
right, like, I'm sorry. I can't imagine. And the thing is too, like, the study abroad, a semester abroad is required for the NYU journalism
Yeah,
program.
she said she
So,
felt like she was falling
she felt
behind
like
her
she was
peers
falling
who
behind,
were in NYU, New York,
but
making
you
connections.
literally have to do that. Like, you would have, that's part of the program. So how are you, honestly, it kind of sounded like someone who is just very, like, one-track mind, kind of like,
They're
everything
a
is
hustle
about
culture fiend.
everything is about
The
can this go
grind.
on my resume? Can I use this as a story
They
for
use
my
LinkedIn as their
personal
primary form of social
statement?
media.
That's what it felt like because I'm like, you.
She wrote an article for Insider, for fuck's sake. Like,
right.
so.
Like-
Yeah, like, I was not impressed by this article in the slightest. I found it to be pedantic and very one-track minded.
Yeah. And like, I feel like it's just coming from a place of feeling like she's morally superior
Yes.
to all the other study abroad people.
Oh, here's the
because
passage.
everything she wanted to do was to improve herself. And Winnie, don't scroll up on the article. Oh my god.
Okay. Since 3-day
Winnie doesn't
weekends
like
are the
this girl
standard
because she
for...
just scrolled up past the article.
Since
Come
3-day
on,
weekends
girl.
are the Okay, the section, pressure to travel on weekends became too much for me. 3-day weekends are the standard for NYU study abroad programs. Almost everyone chose to take $20 Ryanair flights to places like Croatia and Munich for Oktoberfest. To me, this seemed like an exhausting form of escapism. I was convinced my peers were doing it only to freshen up their social media profiles and make their friends back home jealous. I, on the other hand, wanted to travel to learn more about myself and explore ways to shape my life after graduation. Since most of my classmates were looking to go to sex shows in Amsterdam and getting wasted in Ibiza, I traveled alone. I went to Nice, France, Lugano, Switzerland, London, Malta, and Dubai, UAE. But most weekends I stayed at home in Florence, while my classmates burned themselves out with travel. During those lonely weekends, I ran along the Arno River, popped into free gallery exhibits, and cooked with ingredients I found at local vegetable markets. I was left in the apartment completely alone. This lack of human interaction didn't help me feel optimistic. I was disillusioned by the fact that no one in my study abroad program seemed to have my values. Like,
It's just so...
look,
crazy.
you're
Like-
entitled to your opinion. I'm just saying
Yeah.
that your opinion doesn't agree with mine whatsoever, and I think based on that, you're fundamentally fucking wrong.
Yeah. Also, like, there's nothing wrong with not wanting to drink or, like, party or whatever. But then, like, you could have probably, if you'd bothered to, like, try to connect with people, you probably could have found people who'd be down to do other things. And you know what? I bet you that the people who you're insisting were just going to get drunk and do drugs and go to sex shows were probably actually doing things that enriched themselves as well. But you were just so narrow-minded and just so above them that you didn't even bother to ask. Like, I don't know. It just feels like a very judgy person whose ultimate concern is that, oh my god, I'm not making connections to add on LinkedIn like I was in New York, and I'm not bettering myself, I'm not making myself look like a better candidate if I want to go to grad school. Like, that's the kind of person that she sounds like.
Right.
And
like, I can write an article about this maybe, I guess. Like,
right,
that's,
and like
that's the most she was able to get out of this trip, was like the fact that she wrote an article for Insider
yeah.
to provide a contrarian opinion to what is otherwise almost universally considered a very good and fun thing.
Right, like a very positive experience. Like, I don't know. I just think it's very, like... It's also kind of insulting that, like... I don't know. It feels like she didn't really try. Like, she traveled to a few places, but she doesn't tell us what she did in those places.
Yeah, like...
And then the rest of the
And she
time
did it by
just...
herself. Like,
Right.
complains about being lonely, but then also complains about, like, everyone she's with not, quote, sharing her values. Like, come on. If you're gonna do that, you can't play both sides of the aisle on this one. This is not...
Yeah.
Like, I will not accept that.
Yeah.
Write
And,
a
like,
better article.
she's making a lot of assumptions about her study abroad classmates who it sounds like she doesn't really know. Like, you don't know these people, and yet you assume that everything they're doing is to avoid their real life obligations.
Like,
Like, what does that even mean, you know? It's like, you didn't even bother to get to know these people, and you're just shitting on them in an article because they went out and did things,
that you
and maybe
wouldn't
did
do.
things that you personally wouldn't do.
Like, again,
But it's not like they did anything like illegal. It's not like they were, and it doesn't sound like they were bullying you or like pressuring you to do
You were,
anything.
like,
They were
entirely-
living their lives, and you were bitter.
you were living in a world where you weren't able, you were so short-sighted, you couldn't appreciate the fact that you were literally in one of the prettiest cities in the world with a ton
Right.
of history, and you felt like you had to be in the now moment at your, like, NYU career connections. Like, okay, yeah,
Right.
you're in New York City, that's wonderful. That's really great. I'm proud of you for getting into NYU's journalism school. That's genuinely good for you.
Yeah.
But what the fuck are you doing? You may never get to go to Florence ever again. Maybe you
Like-
probably will never go again because you have such a bad time with it. Because you went in with the wrong
Yeah.
headspace.
Right. Like, I don't know. That just, and like, study abroad is an amazing experience that, right, not everyone gets to do. So, like, I don't know. Just to be so, like, I understand that study abroad probably doesn't always go well for people and probably isn't always what people expect it to be.
I had my fair share of, like, oh shit moments on study abroad, so, like...
Yeah, and I'm sure there are, like, really difficult parts and, like, loneliness just in general with being away from home or whatever.
Yeah, 100%. I was,
But-
like, at one point, I was like, I just want, like, food that I can't get anywhere else but home.
Yeah. But it, like, I don't know. It's just about, I feel like when you go into it, you have to understand
no!
that. Oh, no, Doggo.
I'll get
We're
back
fine.
up there. It'll be fine. Keep talking, please.
I don't know. I was just gonna say, I feel like you have to understand that, one, you don't really know exactly what it's gonna be like until you're there, and two, like, when you have those feelings, you just have to remember that, like, this is a temporary thing.
Yeah, it'll
and
be there when you
you
get
wanna
back,
make
too.
right, and like, it's gonna be that much better when you get back. So enjoy and try to appreciate and take in all of the things that are surrounding you now. Oh,
Kill it in the eye. It's a yokai. It's okay.
I also just like when one of my best friends in college did her semester abroad, like, yes, she did go out clubbing. She did, you know, go out to bars and pubs and drinking.
I would never
And
go
she
out
also
clubbing in the
traveled
States.
to a ton of different places. She also like went to a bunch of cool museums that you can't, you know, where you see stuff that's like you can't see it anywhere else. She visited a lot of like historical places. She, you know, like she enriched herself just as much as she did like partying.
Enriched
Like
herself.
she enriched herself. But like no, she did a lot of really cool stuff. It wasn't just all like, yeah, all I did was party and I didn't give a shit
Fuck,
about
got
where I
hungover every
was.
fucking night.
Cuz it's like, what would be the point of that if like okay, then you should have just stayed home. You
Right.
know? Like, I don't know. That article really rubs me the wrong way. I didn't even study abroad because like it just wasn't gonna work for me. I wasn't gonna be able to afford it. It just, you know, didn't work out for me with my schedule and everything. But like, I'm offended on behalf of other study abroad students, and like, also the whole like living with 7 roommates was a nightmare. It's like people do that all the time, and like I understand that, you
They're
know.
all NYU journalism students too, if I understood it properly.
Yeah, so it's not even.
They're
it's like they're
probably your
all. You all have
classmates.
common ground. Yeah. But yeah, that
What do
article
I
is just
know?
like crazy to me
I went
because
to a Midwest school. What the fuck do I know? I didn't go to
fuck
New
do
York.
I know? Yeah, I went to
A state
well,
school. I
a
went to a
state
public
school.
school. I didn't go to a private school.
yeah. What do I know?
Clearly nothing.
Not a damn thing.
Not a damn thing.
I just saw that.
Yeah, I
think
was about to.
You probably asked a while ago.
Yeah, she
but...
asked a while ago. What did you get for your birthday?
Thank you for asking. Well, from Voltage, I got some pretty cool stuff. While we were in Ireland, I knew I wanted. When we were in Ireland, I knew I wanted to get like an Irish sweater and an Aran sweater, like made in the Aran Islands. And so Peter.
That's me.
Shit! I said your name. I'm
well,
sorry. Voltage.
Hey.
Voltage. I don't.
Foglio,
We don't know any
the
other names
streamer
here.
who colloquially is known as Voltage.
Yes, exactly. Voltage.
Oh my god, if I were like playing a persona, I would have to just fucking die.
You would just have to. I'm sorry.
No,
oh
you're
my
good.
God.
You're good.
OMG.
I will not.
No.
I will not be upset.
Okay. Voltage
Voltaglio.
got me two. Yeah, I know. I don't know who I was talking about. I had a
Tries
stroke.
complimenting me.
but
immediately
I'm back.
says my real fucking name.
Sorry.
It's okay.
No.
It's funny.
It is always weird, like, when I'm talking to internet friends because they really only do call you Voltage, unless there's, I don't know.
Right.
It's very rare
The
that they would
only-
not call you Voltage, so I have to, like, in my head, convert my boyfriend's name to his internet name.
Yeah. Who is that? I only know Voltage. See, here's the thing, right? When it comes to what to call me on the internet, because I have many names on the internet, as it were.
Man
But, like,
of many names.
Like, generally, I don't like it when people I don't know call me by my first name on the internet. Like, if I
Fair.
only know of you from Twitter, I don't really want you to call me my first name, I guess. I mean, it's my own fault that I put it in my Twitter bio, because, like, I have to. But, like, I would much rather you call me Voltage, because, like, I don't know you personally. And, like, I don't really say that too much. I guess this is me saying it now. But, like, I just find it very weird that, like, strangers are calling me who just know my name. You know, like, and again, it's my own damn fault that I put it in my fucking Twitter bio. But it does kind of, like, oh, hey, wait a sec. I don't know how I feel about this moment. Whenever I hear, like, someone call me that, and I'm like, I don't know who you are, you know? So when it comes to, like, internet stuff, it's probably more like, for me, Voltage is the way to go if you're not sure. And if you know me well, like, I don't care. But, like, if I don't know you, it's like, no, you only know me as Voltage, please.
Yeah.
And that's not like a pedantic, like, call me Mr. Snyder. No, it's like hey, I don't know you very well, so I wouldn't call you by your first name if I didn't know you, but, you know, I would ask first, I guess, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But,
No,
like,
it's totally
you know,
fair.
if it's just, like, someone who is known by many names, I would ask them, so what should I call you? You know, like...
Yeah. Like, what would you prefer me to call you? Yeah.
Yeah, like, if they have a nickname, it's, yeah, like, whenever people join calls, too, like, I always tell them, let me know what I should call you.
Yeah.
Or, like, what do you go by on this stream? Because some people have different names for different contexts. Some people, like, don't like using their NSFW accounts for their mains, or vice versa.
Yeah.
And so, like, I always ask initially. And again, it doesn't bother me if I know you and I'm, like, familiar with you. But if it's like,
Right.
if you're trying to address me beyond a business sense, I would appreciate it if you would refer to me as Voltage.
Yeah. I think that's totally fair.
That's my statement on that. Anyway, what else did you get for your birthday? Sorry, I rambled for like 3
Well,
minutes.
wait, okay, I just have a super quick side track that
Yeah.
I might have already said on stream, but my sister and their boyfriend met on Tumblr
Oh, yeah. I don't
And
think you mentioned that
so-
on stream, actually.
for like a while, like a long while, when they were like sort of talking, because they lived in two very different states, like thousands of miles apart. So when they were
Solid
like
and liquid.
talking and casual, I only like knew him by his Tumblr name. And so when I first met him in real life, I would like called him by that, and he was like, just call me Ethan, okay? You can use my real name. But it was like weird for a while because I was so used to his internet persona. But anyways, yes, so Voltage for my birthday, I really wanted to get an Aaron sweater from Ireland, and he got me 2. He paid for both of them, but he let me pick out which ones I wanted, and it was
that was
very
right.
sweet, and it was very nice. And then he had pre-ordered a Tifa Lockhart figure.
That's a whole story.
What was it, a year ago?
So what happened
More than a year
is I
ago?
saw this figure that was going to go on sale for pre-orders, and I'm like, oh, that's great. I could get that because I read that it would deliver for September, or no, not September. Excuse me. It was like March of 21. No, what was it? It was Oh yeah, it was September. It was September. It was for the 9th. And so I was like, oh yeah. Turns out the Tifa figurine that I pre-ordered would go on sale in March of 2023. So I bought this.
Womp
I
womp.
pre-ordered this figurine like a year and a half ago. And I ended up getting Aaron an Aerith figurine to, that one was the one that was out.
Which I also love, so
And
it worked out great.
I jokingly said, like, yeah, I was gonna get you a Tifa one, but then I pre-ordered it and it's not gonna come for a year and a half. And she was like, it's so funny.
See, you say you joked about that, but I kind of knew. I was like, he's definitely not, like, that's what happened. Like, I was pretty sure that was actually what had happened. But you did try to play it off as like, haha, yeah, LOL. In the back of my mind, I was like, wonder if I'll see that Tifa figure someday. And I did.
And it came today.
It came.
Or not today, but like for your birthday.
Came like the day before my birthday, yeah. That was pretty epic.
You bet your Easter it was.
So yeah, it's really pretty. It's Tifa from the remake in one of her dresses. I
blue
forget
one.
what in the blue one. I forget the specific name of each of her dresses now in the remake, but it's very pretty and she looks gorgeous. And she is right next to my laptop right now, looking on. But yeah, and then he also got me something practical too, because when Voltage is like gone for conferences, I like to use his wireless charging stand that he has on his side of the bed, on his bedside table. And for whatever reason, I just hadn't thought to get one for myself, or I haven't gotten around to getting one for myself, so he got one for me. So now I have my own wireless charger for my phone, and it's pretty great.
Yep.
And that's how I know I'm 25, because I'm like, fuck yeah, wireless charger, let's go. Convenience at my bedside table? Fuck yeah.
I also got you some other stuff, though. Stuff you like too. I literally got you
Yeah.
a toy. So.
What? Yeah, I was saying that like a self-burn at myself, that like, oh, haha, old people only like to have
Old people only like socks for their birthday.
right, old people only like practical items. I wasn't saying that as a dig at you.
Oh, BB, I got good news
You
though.
covered the toy, you covered the fun, you covered the cozy. There's a birthday.
Yeah, I was
birthday
about to say
channel
there's a
gift?
birthday gift for you. Let's have a look, see what it is.
Oh my god. Oh, that's like the best thing I've ever seen.
Oh my god. That's
So
adorable.
amazing. Thank you so much, Sheen.
That's awesome.
I love that so much.
That is adorable. Oh my god.
Oh, wow. I'm so impressed too because like
Can I put it on stream?
that is Oh my gosh. You're so good at that. Oh
Where
my
the fuck
god.
is the pinning? Why can I not pin any
And like,
messages?
I
Oh,
feel
there
like
it is.
torties are kind of hard to like draw and color too because they've got like such silly multicolored patterns, but you did it like perfectly. Perfectly, dare I say.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious.
Wow,
Oh
I'm gonna
me, oh
save that on my
my.
phone.
Let's transition over to this window. Holy moly. Let me just, the trick is just to squint and blur your eyes
Oh,
for the base color.
that's smart. That's smart. Winnie, come here. You got your first piece of fan art and it's freaking amazing.
Let's wait, almost. Sorry. This is taking just a sec. Display capture. That's the one I want. Just do this.
I love that you like drawing people's pets though. That's so cool. See, you're good at the fishing minigame in Stardew, which I'm bad at. And you're good at drawing animals, which I'm also bad at.
All
I
right.
need to learn your ways, your secrets. And don't tell me, "Oh, practice," cuz I know that's what you have to do.
It's like, oh, don't tell me that I have to practice.
Don't tell me the truth, which is that you have to practice and like do studies.
Oh my god. Hang on one second.
But yeah, wow.
Okay. 3,
That rocks.
2,
Thank you very much.
voila. Look at that. It's Winnie. Look at
It's
her.
Winnie. Oh my god.
Look at her. She's got the
Her little paw. She's got her little smirk, her
little
little
smirk.
knowing smirk.
fucking face of a criminal over here. Look at this sheep. Oh my goodness gracious. This is so pretty.
It really is.
I have to get this, like, get a print of this or something.
I was thinking the same thing.
No one's ever
Shutterfly. Your mom sent us that Shutterfly.
Drawn, no one's ever drawn
Just kidding.
cat
But
for us. That's
yeah.
She's like, I know what you're basing it on too. I know the
Yep.
frame because I took
Yep.
this photo. I took this fucking photo. This rules.
This really rules.
Wow.
This is amazing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Seriously, thank you. Oh
Wow.
my goodness.
All right, let's.
God. Ugh. I love cats, man.
I have so many brain worms for cats.
Same. Same.
So many of them. It's a problem, but you know what can you do?
Well, what can you do, really?
Oh, there's that article I was telling you all about.
Oh. Yep.
Okay, back to business. Okay,
Right. All business.
all work, no play. All gas,
Yeah.
no brakes.
But yeah, oh, and boop, almost slipped up again. Voltage's parents sent me a lovely gifted card.
My
My
mommy
parents
and my
sent me a
daddy
lovely
sent you
gifted
a card.
Yeah, they're so nice. They're so nice.
Like my parents. So you got a bunch of cool stuff for your birthday.
I did. Oh, and the Redbubble package. That's what I bought for myself. It is a Buffy the Vampire Slayer t-shirt and a couple of stickers.
Aaron's been on a Buffy grind.
I've been on a Buffy grind. I hate Joss Whedon, and in my mind, Sarah Michelle Gellar is the creator and executive producer of Buffy, okay? Because Joss Whedon is a very bad person for a multitude of reasons. But, and the show itself, you know, it does have some issues. Obviously, it was a show in the 90s and early 2000s. But overall, I really enjoy it. Buffy Summers rocks. She's just a really good character, even when her friends kind of suck. And I really enjoy the monster of the week, but also overarching big bad. And I just love, like, somewhat silly teen drama, supernatural shows. I don't know. They're fun.
I can't believe you
So-
didn't watch Supernatural.
I kind of can't either, right? Like, how did I?
You
Like, I knew it was
had
on, but I
had you
just
read
didn't-
as a Supernatural.
Yeah.
fan, you know.
No,
like,
I don't blame you. I'm kind of shocked that I'm not. You know, maybe
well,
I'll watch
there's
it someday.
always time to start
That's
and then stop
true.
at season 6.
That's true. I think that also part of it is that, like, I don't know. They're like, I don't know what time Supernatural aired on the CW
The-
or wherever.
2000s. Like
I meant like what time of day. Well, I
Oh.
guess it would have been primetime type of thing. I don't know. The only shows that I remember really watching on the CW are like Gossip Girl and like Heart of Dixie. I remember that show. There was also a show with either Allie or AJ from Allie and AJ where she was like a cheerleader. I also watched 90210, but Supernatural never like either it was never on when I had the TV on, and then by the time I like really was seeing a lot about it, that was when I was on Tumblr. But I was on the side of Tumblr where people were like making fun of Supernatural and like Supernatural fans.
OMG Destiel. Ooh.
Yeah, and like and I saw that there were like some people who like shipped the brothers, and I was like,
Yeah.
this seems weird.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to get involved. And I'm sure that I would have loved Supernatural. I mean, I liked
Sam.
Doctor Who, but I also got out of that before pre-Tumblr.
you were a
so I was not a
Whovian?
Super Who lock.
Oh,
I was
thank
not
goodness.
Yeah. I really could have fallen down that pipeline real
There
fast.
was a girl at my high school
Because
who
I
confessed
watched.
that she was into Top Lock, and I was like, what does that mean?
Oh
And
no!
I was like, well, what
Yep.
do you think? Because there's and then she went and explained all the shipping fandoms of Sherlock and Watson,
Oh no!
and I was like, I'm 15.
Okay, but honestly, I was arguably
Or
worse
16.
than that because when I was in middle school, I had the phase of like being like a 1D shipper, which is like I feel like worse because that's real people, not characters.
Yeah.
But
Monkey.
I matured. Monkey. And that's another reason why I feel grateful that I had. Oh, fuck yeah, monkey with symbols! Let's go. Let's go. Oh, this rocks.
That's good. That's actually great. That's way better than I thought it would be. Sutagami. Oh, it's the Suta ruins, Sutagami. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
He could fly through the air on the vines. It's a Konohana blossom. Yoink!
Very nice.
Yoink! It's a grappling hook. This is like Wind Waker. Have you played
yeah.
Wind Waker?
I started Wind Waker. We have Wind Waker,
Right.
so I could play it. I started it and I got through, I think, like the first kind of big boss area. I don't remember what happened, like why I stopped playing it. It honestly might have just been like a time thing or like a lot of times I end up preferring playing handheld games just because I feel like I'm less I guess I feel like I'm less committed to having to play it, and so I probably just ended up like playing a handheld game during the time that I would have continued to play Wind Waker. But I don't know. I don't know why I didn't finish it. Maybe I'll go back and restart, play through it.
Like, I stopped playing at around after I beat Dragon Roost Isle. So I've beaten up to Dragon Roost Isle before, but like nothing since that. So it's difficult to like dive back in because that's like the perfect. That's kind of the point where it's like the game either has you or loses you, I feel like, right? Like,
yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
And part of that was because I was just like at Matt's place at the time, so like it wasn't like I was going to be able to finish it in the span of time that I was there.
Sure. Yeah. You didn't have the game permanently.
Yeah, so I got there and then like I just didn't I was like, well, I'm not getting back here and I guess it was okay, but I don't want to like replay to here yet. Like if you're asking me to replay the last like 4 hours of gameplay, the answer is going to be probably not.
Maybe we can replay it together.
Maybe it's a stream game.
Oh. Maybe.
There's a very real potential that could be played on stream in time.
Do you think that people would riot if you played that before Twilight Princess?
No, because there have been equal votes on both sides.
Okay. There are people on both sides of the issue.
There are good people on both sides of this argument.
Sure.
But like, I sort of am of the opinion that like, Okami is like almost a way for me to get like adjusted to these types of games again.
Yeah,
it's like a 3D action platformer. Like, I don't play many of these, so this is a good way for me to get good at them.
Yeah.
What are my favorite kinds of games to play on stream?
Ooh,
usually, either like, I've sort of figured this out into 3 categories, right? So there's games like Okami. These fall into the first category of games I've wanted to play for a while that, like, it works out that I can play them now. And I'm just going to stream them kind of, like, very informally, do whatever. Like, have people on call and just, like, talk about things and not necessarily, like, worry about voice acting or entertainment or whatever, yada, yada, yada. Like, what you see here, this is, like, the behind the scenes, like, the average streamer when they want to stream. The second thing is, like, the types where they're, like, the soft fan dub, where it's, like, what we did for Omori, for example. Or, like, Explorers of Sky, kind of, right? Like, those ones you end up getting a little silly with it, but, like, you can play bits, like the snap cubiness of it all. Not to say that I'm like Snapcube, nor do I want to be only like Snapcube. Like, they are one of many inspirations, so to speak. But like, you know, that's kind of the vibe. Like, it's almost like an abridged, live abridged series or something like that. Or like, you know, we take it kind of seriously, take it kind of not seriously. It is what it is. And then the third set are the ones where it's like full-on fucking production, which are your VLRs, your AI the Somnium Files, your 999s, your kind of Fire Emblem ended up falling into the later camp, but like it started as that.
Yeah.
But like you can sort of split it into those. And so in those, the ones that I like faff around in, like category 1, those are the games that I'm like not super familiar with that I want to play, and that like, please do not expect me to entertain you, I'm entertaining myself, you know? Like that kind of vibe. Second one is like, oh, this is fun, let me entertain you, but like, you know, in a very like, fun kind of way. And then the third ones are, let me produce something. So, and though the second category are like games I'm familiar with, but maybe not like totally, or it's been a while. And then the third category are like visual novels that I know well, or like games that I know with a lot of dialogue that I know exactly how it's paced. So, games that I'm playing for the first time often fall into the I'm entertaining myself, please, kind of category. Games in the second category are like games I might be a little familiar with or played like once before, like in high school, like RPGs or JRPGs that I've never played before, because I can at least like work with those and I know generally how they go. But if it's like a platformer, then like no, there's no way unless I played it before, because I have to learn the controls and learn how to do everything. And then the third ones typically are like dialogue heavy. So in short, platformers, JRPGs, and visual novels. If that makes sense. I typically go through like stories. It's like a let's play at this point. Like, because I don't really stream like ladder climbing or like competitive stuff or anything like that. It's not really my MO, because really like I'm not trying to get super competitive with everything anymore, because like I don't care. I would much rather like get sort of more out of the things that I do and like experience new things, do new things, try new things. And to play competitive, you have to do a lot of one thing over and over and over. So, I think we're at the boss.
Yeah, honestly, like, I have a lot of respect for people who stream the same game
They
daily.
build an audience.
Like, they build an audience, yeah, which is great, but I just think I would get...
So
I think I would get bored easily.
Especially if
Maybe
it starts
not.
feeling like a job.
Yeah.
Like, if it's a job
Yeah, I
to
think
play a
that's
game,
the big
then,
thing.
like, what's the point of playing? It's not a...
Yeah.
You're not playing anymore. So... That's that. I hope that answers your question. So, I don't know if you're able to, but I haven't updated it in a little bit, but like, I have on my About section of the channel, games that I have played, games that I may play in time, big scary skeleton guys, big spooky skeleton.
I
kind of want to go to the museum when I'm back in the Twin Cities.
Ooh. What, is it a museum of natural history, or what kind of museums?
It's like a science museum.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, just to like see, you know,
Yeah.
what science is on display today.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a quick save. It's a quick checkpoint.
Ah.
So like, as long as you don't quit, you have a checkpoint here. Okay, so we have a boss.
That's nice.
A real honest to goodness boss.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Oh, Ami.
Uh-oh, Ami.
Oh, her butt's on full display.
Ah, she's just like Winnie, trying to show her butthole on camera. Huh?
Ami just has so much character.
She really does.
Female protagonists. Oh.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, those are eyeballs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well. Also, I hope you don't mind I'm not reading for...
You're fine.
I can, but
No,
I
you're
figured
good.
when you started going quick through the dialogue that you probably were
Yeah, you're right. You're
good
good.
with. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Orochi head. Oh, dog foo.
Let's go.
Oh, I see. Okay. You attach the 5 things to open the bloom. Do I enjoy Metroidvanias? I do enjoy Metroidvanias.
Oh, yeah, he does.
The first, like, as a kid, I loved mazes growing up, so, like... Oh, shit, I hit the mic. I don't know what it's about. Oh, no. Look at that. Yeah, so, like, the first game I played this year, that I finished this year, was Castlevania Aria of Sorrow for the Game Boy Advance. I played it on the Switch. Like, there it is. I played it in that. It does not belong will get you killed. The last words. Hope you're not afraid of spiders.
Yeah, if you have arachnophobia, you may want to click away.
We're gonna kill it, so...
That's true. That's true.
This is like fucking epic, dude. This ain't no dog. This here is a god dog.
Yeah.
The regular Australian spider.
You know what?
Yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah, exactly. I do enjoy Metroidvanias, though. My favorite game is technically, you know, I don't know if you can call it a Metroidvania, but it's Kirby and the Amazing Mirror for the Game Boy Advance, which is like a maze game, which I really like. I like Metroid Fusion a lot. I like Zero Mission a lot. I like Super a lot. Like, I like all of these games quite a bit. And so, like, they're kind of like instrumental games for me, I would say. So, like, a good Metroidvania to me has a lot of value. I do that, yeah. Can I do that? Wait, oh fuck. Can I do that?
Nice.
Can I attack some eyeballs? Oh, wow.
Oh, lovely.
Like, it's already at half health.
Oh, shit. Okay, let's go.
Not a problem. I know this is one of the less hardcore Metroidvanias. Oh, fuck, that's not what I wanted to do, but all the same.
Well, I feel like I've heard a lot of good things about Ori.
Ori and the Blind Forest. I have heard good things about that. I would be definitely down to try it. I think my brother actually has that game. I don't know if it's on Steam or on the Switch or what, but I think he has it or he has played it. One that is on my list is Hollow Knight. I have not played Hollow Knight. I've been saving Hollow Knight for like the right time, right? Because you can't really play Hollow Knight like in short bursts, you know? You have to be, or like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't put it down and pick it back up. You have to go hard into it. It's on Steam and Switch, but better on Steam. It'd be easy to play on stream too. I'm definitely down to try it. I can add it to my, like, games to play. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't no stranger to playing games that confuse me. And ain't no stranger to doing it in front of people, neither. So, yeah, I'll definitely give it a look. I gotta beat Okami, first of all. Let's go. Yeah, Hollow Knight's huge. Hollow Knight is one of those ones I would really like to play in the very near future. But, like, I get the vibe. It's Soten and Hollow Knight, which are like two very big ones that I need to play. This is a good dungeon. This is a good dungeon. I liked this dungeon. Very, very solid dungeon. Not gonna lie. So, like, those are two maze games that would be good to do probably on stream. One or the other or both. The issue that I always have is, like, when it takes some time to learn the controls, and then, like, if you want to get the very best ending, you have to, like, be a control master at that point. Like, to me, that can get very... And, like, I know myself well enough to say, like, yeah, the Kaizo levels are cool and fun, and I'll try them, but, like, don't expect me to beat them. Like, I have better things to do with my time, you know? So... Reflector. Ink Bullet Power. Tricky old bag. Anyway, I can't wait to see what this one does. Look at that, Ami. The dog's just sleeping.
Aww.
Ume, it's a sheep.
Aww. So cute.
But first, how about a good victory howl? It might even
First.
wake him up. But first,
Let's go.
But first, how about a wiggle-lingle?
We love a good victory howl.
We love a good victory howl. Oops. Time was short. That's not good.
Oh.
I can't believe that was it took a while. I suppose the third cycle is, like, bad.
Mm.
Oh, well.
Oh well.
Live
and
well.
learn.
What can you do?
Oh well.
We got your dog, kid.
Aww.
A sheep.
So cute.
Yeah, so I'm always down to, like, try new Metroidvanias. One of the games, Metroidvanias, that's on my list, you're gonna laugh at this. You're gonna laugh at this, is Rabby Reeby. I've heard really good things about it from a gameplay perspective. The problem is that, like, I cannot be seen playing this game unless I adamantly admit it that, like, I am curious to play the game because I've heard it's really good. Okay? I need to make
Now
that
I gotta look
fully
this up.
clear. It's supposed to be, like, a pretty good Metroidvania. I've never heard about it. What's it about?
How is it spelled?
Rabbi. Rabby Reeby. Rabby Reeby.
Oh, that's why you didn't want to be seen playing it.
I can't be
see.
seen playing that.
I see.
Like, you play as an anime bunny girl with a big hammer who has a fairy.
You know?
But I've heard it's
look
got
cute.
really good gameplay.
I respect that.
So
I bet it does.
Like, I wouldn't have bought it if I hadn't been convinced by someone that it was worth getting back in the day. And I also have to play Axiom Verge. Axiom Verge is one I would play on stream. I would try.
That looks cool.
Sorry for faffing about in the ruins a bit. I got lost.
It happens. Oh, the wagging tail. Oh.
This game, pretty epic. It's, dare I say, based as hell. It's, quote, unquote, just good. It's, what we call in the
Very
business, so nice. Do I have stuff that, can you eat the seed? Can you eat the fish? No, okay. I cannot feed you. I'm sorry. I would feed you if I can. I cannot. I'm sorry. Let's go to the broken bridge. The broken bridge.
Let's unbreak that bridge.
Unbreakable. I lassoed the rope to the other side. Look, Oh my god.
Frick, Susano. Huh?
Oh, I know what we're gonna have to do.
Clothesline him?
No,
JK.
we grab the vines.
Thrills with the log.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Waka predicted it all.
Oh shit, Waka was right.
Oh, shit.
Quick time event.
Good time.
Quick time, quick time. Quick time, quick time. Damn it, it's on the other side. Okay, there we go. Nope, I fucked up. Let's do that. Nope.
Oh, what?
Oh, I missed two. Shit. They go fast.
They do go fast. These quick time events really are quick. What the heck? What's going on? Are you supposed to attach? No, you're not. Yeah, you gotta attach to that. Yeah.
I was just drawing my lines very poorly.
I thought you were drawing them perfectly.
Well, thanks, babe.
I support you.
Yeah, like that. I don't know why that one didn't work, but... I guess you have to wait for the gas to, like, come out of it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta... Yeah, see, now, yeah.
Oh, we gotta hold it for a second to... Yeah.
No, like, once you see the green plume...
Then you're good. That makes sense.
And it kind of locks on for me. There we go.
Nice.
There we go. I gotta play Nier Automata.
Oh yeah, you do gotta play that. You do have to
I
play
gotta play
that.
Tunic. Tunic's one I really want to play.
So many games to play, so little
So many
time.
games, so little time.
The gamer's dilemma. Did I do that?
Did I do that? I wish the backyard sports games were on Steam. Oh, I would love
You'd be playing those
that.
24/7.
I would be playing, like, I would only stream those games.
Aww. Aww.
I did it. I only got 10 measly praise from this stupid ghoul.
But you
Just
did
kidding.
it.
I'm gonna catch the fish. I don't have any meat. I only have fish. You don't like fish, I don't think. So, that's how it is. Where did that bitch-ass Susano go?
Yeah, get out here. Show yourself.
Where are you at? Boy.
Boy.
I got ink bullet tips. Oh yeah, I should change my weapons. Weapons indeed.
Weapons.
Taka Pass. Taka Pass. I also gotta beat Buried Stars.
Oh yeah.
There's so many games, there's so little
You've got a
time.
lot to, yeah. That's why I keep my gaming life private so that no one knows how behind I am on every game that I want to play that I haven't yet.
Finish V3, please.
I know, I know. I'm so close. Yet so far.
You're on chapter 5, right?
Yes.
That's a
I'm
big
on.
one.
Yeah, it's a biggin. I'm getting there.
Who's your favorite V3 character?
Ooh.
Now that you're like playing through it as opposed to just like
Yeah.
existing in the fandom.
Yeah. That's very valid. That's a good question. I do really like Tenko. I know the man-hating shtick gets old,
You
like I
the
get
Chobs?
but I really appreciate her positivity, and you know, I guess I seem to end up enjoying characters that like aren't necessarily the book smart characters, but like
Have a lot of soul and spirit.
a lot of soul and spirit and fortitude, because I think that's why I like Akane Owari so much too in SDR2, is like she's man, she's a character who's been through a lot but is just like refuses to give up, and like not in like the cringe super high school level hope way, just in like the hashtag
You're so real for that, by the way.
But yeah, like I like Tenko a lot. Maki has grown on me a lot. Just getting to see her story has been like see her evolve. Let me pull up the character list quick, actually, just see. I do like Kaito a lot, Kaito Momota.
Yeah, he's fun.
He's fun. He's
a
very
good dude.
fun.
He's a good dude, bro. He's a good bro, man.
Oh, and of course, Miyu is just like a great gag character. I mean, she's not only a gag character, but like that's, you know.
She would take great pride in being a quote
A
gag character.
gag character. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I really do like this cast a lot overall. Yeah. Gonta's a sweetheart, of course. Like, there's just a lot of good, a lot of fun characters. Make it fun.
Yeah, there are a lot of good ones. And then there's also the Freakazoid known as Kyukichi.
Yeah. He ain't my fave, and I'm only a little bit scared of people who love him. No, I can see why people would be like, he's a really cool, interesting character, but if you
I think he's a
kin
great
him,
character, but I don't like relate to
Yeah.
him.
exactly. I think
don't.
he's a great character as well, but I do not relate to him in any way.
I don't much care for the lad.
Don't much care for the boy, but you know, what are you doing? What can you do?
Look,
What can
he's
you do?
entitled to live his life the way he wants, but I don't really agree with it.
He's entitled to live the way he wants, but I'm entitled to judge him, and I will.
I will call anyone and everyone who calls themselves a Kokichi Kinney. I will cyberbully you.
Yeah, that's not cool.
I do intend to completely and
Kokichi.
utterly annihilate you and send those posts to future employers.
Good. Let them know.
You gotta let them know that you're a Kokichi Kinney.
Which do you think is worse, Kokichi Kinney or Nagito
Nagito's.
Kinney? Yeah, agreed. Kokichi wishes.
Like,
He
you're
was
not
that
even gonna
level
pick
of
the
fucked
most
up.
problematic one. Like, you're afraid.
You're scared.
Puts arm on shoulder.
You
She's
can't
afraid.
handle it.
Reaches arm out to her. She's afraid.
He's afraid.
That's like my favorite little stupid trope these days.
She's a.
She's afraid.
Uh,
Oh my god, I love this fucking combat.
it's pretty cool. It's pretty epic. I need to stop. Well, you know what? No, I don't need to stop using the word epic.
It's fun,
I use it
ironically, until
ironically.
you, like, use it. But then you start using
And
it
even if I start
unironically.
using it unironically, you know what? Lock me up.
Lock her up.
Hashtag lock her up for saying epic unironically.
Hillary would say epic.
Hillary would. Hillary would.
Hashtag Hillary would.
You know what's more epic?
You see that
than
crooked
epic
Hillary?
game?
She says, what does she say again? She would say, epic, that's epic. Okay. She would say that's epic when she looks at a post on Failblog. A post on Failblog, oh my gosh. Who goes on Failblog anymore? What is the year, 2007? Okay.
I hate this.
Actually gonna watch OK Go computer videos. Oh my god, it's Waka.
This fucker. Oh?
Oh, do I have to fight him now? I don't want to fight Waka right now.
Not right now. Now's not really a good time. Can we do this later?
Look, can we, like-
maybe, or
Why
need
do
to
I
get a
gotta deal with you?
rescheduling?
Can I, like...
Listen, I sent you that Calendly link where you can schedule time to meet with me, and this was not on my list of available times, so
I'm gonna
I'd
need
really
you
appreciate.
to respect that if we're
Can
gonna
we
keep
circle
meeting.
back next week, maybe? Because I do have an appointment, and, you know, I'm sorry, but I can't make this work.
You're just not in my Google Calendar.
Yeah, I mean, I did send it to you, and last week I sent you a list of availability,
And then I did send
no
you a follow-up
reply.
reminder email as well,
Yeah.
like 2 days ago, just as a reminder, as is
As
policy.
a courtesy, yeah.
Courtesy
And,
policy.
No reply. So, didn't exactly expect you to just show up here. I'm sorry, I can stop with the fucking office trying to schedule a meeting.
You say
bitch.
something, my little bouncing friend?
Oh, I'll say something, all right.
A rather clumsy attempt, I must say. Fuck off, Waka.
Washed up old wolf, you better watch your tongue, boy. I'll fight you. Even though I know I just said I wasn't available to fight you.
You were spying on our spider? Alright, I guess we're fighting.
Well, it's fighting time.
Just go for it.
You got this.
This is kind of fun.
Waka, more like Wakaka, or just Kaka. Yeah, that actually makes sense. Sometimes the hack and slash type stuff is really fun. Just getting combos. Like, that's why I can see how people could get super, and how people do get super into fighting games. Because, like, when you hit a high number combo,
Oh,
that's
fuck,
satisfying
yeah.
as hell. Feels good. Though admittedly, I only know that thrill from playing rhythm games, so yeah.
I don't think this is how I'm supposed to fight him, but I don't care.
You're doing things your way.
I
Just
did
like
it my way.
just like Ami would and does. I did it my way.
'Cause I did it my way. I think I'm supposed to hit that sword back. Oh, I know what I'm dumb. You're supposed to slice it back like that.
Well, live and learn.
You don't have to play smart. You just have to play hard. is what
That's
Okami
that's
teaches
what I
us,
always
everyone.
say. That's what Okami teaches us.
That's what we've learned
It's a good
from our
lesson.
gaming session of Okami this evening. You don't have to play smart, you just have to play hard.
You just have to play hard. It's true. It's true.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
What do you want to do, Walk? You want to get through there? With the serpent crystal. I don't know.
I thought you said I was an old wolf. Why would I know anything?
Why'd you wanna visit? Why'd you wanna?
Maybe you should have respected me
Très bien.
if you wanted answers.
So that's when that big windmill. Big windmill.
Big wind.
I have a prophecy for you. A prophecy for you. I foresee a doggone difficult quest. Au revoir, baby.
There he goes.
There he goes. Off and away.
He's just like Tuxedo Mask. He arrives, he says a few things, doesn't really do much, and then he's gone.
Oh my gosh, a new celestial brush technique. That's the new way. Oops.
Whoops.
Oops, I wasn't very fast. Sorry, game.
Sorry I wasn't fast enough for you.
Sorry I didn't,
Can't all be
like...
perfect.
Sorry I wasn't the best at you from the first time I played.
Sorry I'm learning and growing every time I play.
Sorry I don't understand how to tell my left and right apart.
Happens to the best of us.
That happened like 2 days, like yesterday. I literally
Yeah,
got my left and right mixed up in a forum game. I got my east and west mixed up. Like,
yeah.
what am I doing?
It's okay. It balances things out, right? Like you can't be the you're super smart in a lot of areas. You're super hardworking. You have a lot of skills. Left and right's not one of them. You're great at like general directions, like how to get from point A to point B. You're just not good at relaying that info if it's a left or right turn.
And if I'm unable to relay that information, how effective can I actually be if I'm trying to give directions but I don't know how to tell my left and my right apart?
Well,
Might as well
that's what you have me
replace me
for.
with an AI.
No.
You think the AI knows what...
Would an AI keep me warm at night
Maybe.
when my feet are cold?
Probably. Probably. Probably, boss.
I'd probably, boss. I don't know, boss.
I don't know, boss. I'm quite concerned about this one.
I'm not so sure about this one, boss.
I'm not so sure about this one, boss.
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 Alright. We're gonna fucking get to the next save point here. It's like a... boop. And then go... boop. I cut him in half. I love it that I can cut enemies in half with ink.
That is pretty
With
epic.
ink.
No, it's not epic, Aaron. Don't use that word. That's pretty neat.
That's
There we
pretty sweet, dude. Wow, that's sweet. Oh, there's the withered Konohana blossom.
Oh, well.
Everyone would be like, I want to play an open world Okami game. And I'd be like, bitch, no, that's too big.
It's too big. We can't do it. We just don't have the technology.
They want to play their open world games, and I tell them, No.
No.
That's too much to do.
Can't do that.
That's too
Not
much
right
effort.
now.
Like, please no. Not every game has to be open world. I swear it on me, mum.
That is true. Not every game needs to be open world, and that is perfectly fine.
Not every game needs to be like the biggest game you ever see in your life.
Yeah.
Give me a game that's like 10 hours long at most. Give me give me an hour and a half long game. Honestly, like a movie length game. Give me a 2-hour long game. That's perfect.
I do feel like that is something that I don't know how to best phrase it, but like it does make me sad when people talk about like a game's value being in the amount of hours of gameplay you can get out of it.
Right.
Because that's not the only thing I get out of video games. That's like if I play a 10-hour game that has a really like good story or really fun mechanics or any variety of things, really cool puzzles, like then it's valuable to me. And I don't think that, oh, this game isn't worth the money because it didn't give me 100 hours of gameplay. But that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, there is a fine line too, because like games
And
I feel
I
can be
get
very
it.
long but meaningful. But like,
Yeah.
you know, after hour 40, it's like, okay, I have to really like this game to still be doing this, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and there's totally like value in long games too, and I'm not trying to say that like
Yeah.
I don't know. I understand why people use like the amount of gameplay you can get out of a game as like a metric. I just don't think it should be the only metric.
Right.
'Cause a 10-hour also like whether I play a 10-hour game or a 50-hour game, I tend to feel like a sense of accomplishment when I complete a game or when I finish the main storyline. So like if I can play a 10-hour game and finish it in like 2 sittings or 3 sittings and walk away feeling good, then I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah,
Also,
like,
welcome back, Sheep.
welcome back with bread.
Oh, hell yeah.
With bread. What kind of bread?
But sorry, I cut you off. You're gonna say
No,
something.
I was just gonna say, like, ultimately, I quite enjoy having games that don't waste my time.
Yeah.
And there are some games that I feel like are like 60 hours long because they are not well paced, for example.
Mhm.
Like there are definitely
Yeah.
RPGs I've like spent a lot of time with because like you have to grind or you feel like you have to grind, and that's like not how
Yeah.
you should do them a lot of the time, you know? Like
Yeah.
so
100%.
I just feel that that's kind of my opinion, is that if I spend that long with the game, odds are I like the game, but like
Yeah.
I don't need to engage further with the story after I've done what I feel is enough, you know, like that's
Yeah.
just how it goes. Anyway,
And not to say that most reviewers do this, but I feel like I have seen people review games and be like, it's not worth the money because if you calculate it out, you only get this much bang for your buck and you should buy a different game to get more value out of it. And it's like, well, it's not that.
what is
simple.
value though? Like,
Right, exactly. Value, that's exactly what it is. Anyways, though,
so
sorry.
yeah, unfortunately, I'm getting kind of tired and I have to be up very
Yeah.
early tomorrow morning, so I am
Oh
probably
God,
gonna
we
wrap it
do.
up here.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
not played Engage. Aaron has, so
Yes. Or at least I played some of it. Maybe I'll continue that this weekend when Voltage is away.
gone. Yeah, I'm saving myself. I have to finish Fire Emblem 7 first, which is long.
That's
Anyway, we're
fair.
gonna raid Shane.
Oh heck yeah.
Just tell him Feliz Jueves.
Feliz jueves. Have a good night, y'all.
The raid message is Feliz Jueves. So thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you around. I will not be streaming until next Thursday. Wow!
What?
Sheeb, thank you again for the drawing. Incredible.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Simply
Amazing.
incredible.
amazing birthday gift. Thank you so much.
Have a good evening.